Welcome back to Real Estate Unfiltered, the show where we do not sugarcoat it, we slap it on the table, raw and real. My name is Nwamaka and I'm your host on this show, and with me are my two beautiful co-hosts. To my right is...
I am Christina Robo, your Nigeria real estate doctor.
You heard it. And to my left,
Miriam, the Kogbagidi Lagos landlady.
of course. So today we'll be shaking a table so vigorously it might just shatter completely. Lekki service charge. Are you actually getting value for the service that you're paying for? Or are you just paying for a uniformed man parading the landscapes of your estate with a walkie-talkie? Lekki service charge. Truth or scam? Christine, let's hear from you first.
Thank you, Amaka. To me, it is a scam because a lot of these residents are just paying for something they don't get value for. And I can assure you from this moment that a lot of people who are paying millions today and they are still using rechargeable lights. This estate team, they sabi humble person.
You can say that again.
I beg, Christine. I have a friend that pays 900k for service charge. And whenever the estate joint is faulty, he will call one of his mechanic plug to come fix the estate joint and pay from his pocket. Ask me, where is the 900k going to? Just imagine.
And on top, and nobody's being held accountable for this.
Nobody.
Really? Wow.
Well, before we delve deeper into this conversation, let us understand what the term service charge actually means.
Stand for.
So if you walk into a conversation and you hear service charge flying left, right, and center, what should come to mind? So, Miriam, could you help us understand what the term service charge really means?
Thank you, Amaka. In theory, it's supposed to meant for trash collection, security, diesel, water treatment, and cleaning of common area.
All right.
In short, responsible adults by direct debits.
That one's strong, oh. You don't hear that English before.
No, I never hear.
Now today they hear that English, yo. Anyway, I beg, also had emotional support inside though. Because all these things Miriam just mentioned, if everything fail like this,
Now therapy go come to your rescue.
I better come again. See, you go need therapy every month and you go pay for her.
Yes, now, so you have to put your therapist on speed dial constantly.
And that brought me to the fact that there's this boss I had 2 years ago.
Okay.
He live in a very serene estate.
Okay.
And this estate, they provide central water system.
Okay.
My boss stays upstairs and his office setting is downstairs. One day now we hear noise. My boy just they shout. We the wonder where they won't kidnap her. Now we come they hear soap in my eye, soap in my eye, soap in my eye. Thank God say one guy there with us for the office. Now the guy called no go meet him. My boss was over, as in if you see from head to toe, soap day body.
That's bad.
He there for a
So
high.
bad.
At the end of the day, the guy had to come to the kitchen to pick up a bottle of water to give to him. You could imagine.
For an estate that has
An
been
estate that they pay, yes.
24
hours.
hours
Central,
water
yeah.
supply.
Central water supply, oh.
So now why you suppose get your therapist on speed dial be this right
Exactly.
here?
Because this estate matters so, they sabi humble person.
I didn't tell you. So to bring more perspective and further elaborate the subject matter, I will be sharing with you a practical example from one of the residents in one of the highbrow estates, which she benevolently shared with us and has given her permission for us to share it with you here on the show.
Yeah.
So stay with me, stay with me. So this lady in question pays 850,000 naira on a yearly basis for service charge. Now, 850,000 naira on a monthly basis comes to 70,833 naira every month.
The resident, yeah?
Yes, per resident. So now I went further down to break this. She went further down, I beg your pardon, to break this fee down
Okay.
to each of the parameters covered by the 850,000 naira.
Okay.
So here's the breakdown. So for out of the 850,000 naira, 300,000 naira goes for diesel, which comes to 25,000 naira monthly
All right.
per resident. And this covers for power to power the pumping machine, that's to pump water, for the security post to always be lit up, and then general estate
common
lighting
area
to, power common areas, right? There's also a 200,000 naira for security fee, which comes to 16,600 naira every month
Per resident.
and it covers for salary, torchlights, walkie-talkies, and perhaps the FBI glasses that they always wear to scare away criminals. There's also a 50,000 naira for waste management, which comes to 4,100 naira every month per resident, and this covers for trash, taking out trash, and keeping your compound from becoming a refuse headquarters. So there's also an 80,000 naira yearly fee, which comes to 6,600 naira, which covers water supply, plumbing maintenance, right? So for borehole, water treatments, pipe repairs, and so forth and so on. So there's also a 70,000 naira out of the 850,000 naira, which covers for common area cleaning and maintenance, and this comes to 5,800 naira monthly per resident. Sweeping your stairways, trimming the lawn, making sure that mosquitoes do not have a resting place within your estate, no water puddles and all of that. Yes, absolutely. There's also 100,000 naira for facility management, because your facility management also needs to eat food. You don't understand?
There's not where person they work, person they shop.
That's how it works. So 8,300 naira monthly out of the 100,000 naira is what you are paying for. And this covers supposedly for administrative work, emergency response, because when he calls you at 12 a.m. in the morning, you have to pick up
and
you will dump all your problems on him. So he also has to pay for a therapy. Do you see you're not the only one paying for therapy?
And he's going to pay for his pen too.
He's golden pay
that he's using to approve things around the estate. So so it covers for that. So there's a 50,000 naira miscellaneous repair fee.
Miscellaneous or lunch.
Is it lunch?
Rich. Rich. So this comes to 4,100 naira monthly per resident for anything else that breaks or leaks unexpectedly.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
And by the way, on a serious note, this is crazily insane.
It's really insane, actually.
It's insane because I ask myself, in reality, how much is the average security official paid in this estate?
You find out that they're actually underpaid.
By the way, I went further to do a further breakdown on this. To do a further analysis on this. So I found that in an estate of 300 residents or 300 families, right? Paying 850,000 naira. Do you know what it comes to?
What's that?
Are you interested?
Yes, I am.
Take your calculator and calculate it. 255 million naira. Perhaps that's why they're fighting and breaking during the election. 255 million naira. Yearly.
Now. So you see, that day that I saw them breaking bottle like PDP and APC. Now the money that they showed me this.
PDP and APC election no even reach.
He not rich. He not rich. He cannot even come close.
That's crazy.
With absolute no accountability.
That one I have.
Anyways, before we drag this matter like small generator, Miriam, what do you think about these numbers?
Hey, Amaka, please just leave these numbers. These numbers are only looking fresh on papers. They are nothing. There's nothing on that numbers at all. 25,000 naira monthly per resident for diesel. And your estate management will send you message and say, let's manage till weekend or let's contribute to buy diesel. As how?
Imagine.
They still they contribute on top of that
As
money.
how?
Okay.
Where is the 850K? Where is it going to? 6,100 for security. The gatesman is either watching funny videos or playing TikTok games. And you see, the dustbin on 4,100. The trash has gathered. They are already having community
August
service.
meeting self join.
So they are not getting value for all this stuff.
Definitely.
It's just figures. It's just numbers. And people are being ripped off from their hard
They're getting
money.
tired.
So it's just numbers. It's just numbers.
Christine, what do you have to?
Oh my God. I actually have a lot to say. Let me just add a few points to what Miriam just said. Actually, this security are underpaid. They are not getting to pay. You see all those figures you just pointed out, you just mentioned. You're just seeing them, like Miriam just said, just seeing them on a plain sheet. Plain. You see some of this security, you go to the security post, you find out that they are sleeping. The gate will be wide open. Because they're also looking for another means to add up to the money they are receiving.
So during the day,
of course. There was a day I was going through a friend estate and I got there. Guess what I found out? This security guy was snoring like generator no get filter. It shocked you, sir.
What to do? So now we don't know who is security.
It didn't shock you. Miriam also mentioned, say, if they don't do their normal story they're supposed to do, fly go gather as August meeting. There are some estates in this, I won't mention name, that there are staircase. You can't match the staircase with your slippers.
Imagine.
Because it's dirty.
Yes, I
It's
agree.
dirty. Imagine the huge amount of money these
Some of
residents
these
keep
people.
paying. They paid without value, no accountability. Why would they get messed up? Why would they get angry? Why would they voice out? This is the issue.
I can see it's looking like Christine is even paying this money. She doesn't want to tell us because the anger. Anyways, now we have been able to identify some of the pain points and challenges that some of these residents face, right?
Yes.
So now, I want to ask, who should be held accountable for this lack of accountability, so to speak? Who should be held responsible for this lack of accountability? And if we identify that, what are some of the solutions that we can profile for these challenges? Or first of all, who should be held responsible?
This question is very large, very big. But I'll break it into 3 parts.
Okay.
I think 3 people should be held accountable for this whole chaos that we are talking about right now. 1, the developer. 2, the estate manager. 3, the resident. How can a developer project a number of acres and the resident that will occupy an estate? And they have done their market analysis. They have done their survey. And they cannot project the amount or determine the amount of the service charge.
Over the next couple of years.
Yes. And when you check their contract of sales, you'll be seeing the service charge will be determined in the future. And meanwhile, they already know the amount of residents they'll be having in an estate. What the estate will entails. But they don't know the amount of service charge each resident will be paying. That's a lie now. It's a big fat lie.
Absolutely.
They're hiding something.
Because they already have the numbers of the units
definitely
they are having in the estates.
Definitely, they're lying.
With Christine and Miriam, 100%. Because you cannot tell me that as a developer, you have done your market analysis, like she mentioned. You have gone ahead to do architectural drawing. There's so much involved in setting up an estate. Somehow you were able to do all of these rigorous tasks. But the one thing you were not able to do was to project the service charge for each resident, maybe in the next 2 years when that estate will be fully functional and fully occupied by residents.
Because they're lying.
There's no transparency here.
No transparency.
And it is
a
matter of, yes, it's an intentionally done, it's something that was intentionally done.
Yes, definitely. And also, number 2, the estate manager. And you find that sometimes you see these estate when they're doing election and these people be killing themselves over something. You be wondering what it is that this whole thing entails that is making them to act this way.
255 million.
Is the money. And most of them they are there. They are not really doing the work. They are there. They are not really showing that they care. They are not active. They are in a ghost mode. And we not think the residents shouldn't complain. They shouldn't ask questions. They shouldn't hold someone accountable and all that. And also, again, the residents. The residents also have to be blamed. Because most of them don't ask questions. They don't ask. Because if they do, they should know the estate they want to get involved. They want to know before they drop a dime. You understand? A lot of people actually don't have issue with the fact that they are paying, but they won't get value for it. So my question right now is, did they really ask the right question?
So, Miriam, I know that you're going to jump in, but before you jump in, sorry, I just want to just add this. I don't think is whether they're asking the right questions or not. Because sometimes some of these things are done in sheer manipulation, like we just established.
Okay.
And also, you know that there's been, the economy has experienced some downtime.
Definitely.
And a lot of estates has used this as an excuse to triple and quadruple the prices.
Tell me that again.
The price tags on
Definitely.
service charge.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me?
I agree totally.
So do you also think that is a matter of question, not asking the right question? I do not think so. I think that some of these people have been manipulated into these things. But share your thoughts on it.
For me, I will say they are not asking the right question with the ones who they need to hold responsible. Because if you have 6 million naira to rent an apartment, if you have 6 million naira to rent an apartment, and the service charge is 1.5 million naira, so you already know what you're getting yourself into. But the question you now need to ask is, who is managing the estate? Is it the developer that built it? Or they've given it to a private sector? So from there, you will know who to hold responsible. You are renting an apartment for 2 million naira, and the service charge is 850K. That is too outrageous. So if you are getting into this, you need to know the right people to ask questions, the right people you need to hold accountable. So to me, it's still the right question. The right question. It's still, they are not asking the right people the right question. Because you can just meet an agent. We said, okay, I have an apartment you have to rent, and it ends there. But you going into the estate, who are you asking these questions?
Okay, so
especially before you make payment.
Yes. Okay. So what she just said now, she points out a renting of apartment of 6 million naira with a service charge of 1.5, and another apartment with 2 million naira with a service charge of 850,000. I know the difference is much.
It's crazy.
But don't you think it could be location
based?
Yeah, it could be the price.
Okay, I agree partly with you.
Okay.
Yes, it could be, because if you look at it, logically speaking, a security in Aja will not earn the same with the security in Lekki.
Of course.
Based on the cost of living, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So that is a variable that might matter or alter from location to location. But the price of diesel in Aja is the same in Lekki.
It's
the same in VI. It's the same in Ogun State.
Of course.
Coming from Ekpe. It's the same thing. So in the variables are sometimes the same across board, but it varies also in some places.
Definitely.
So that's why I said location
might be.
Yes, it might be a determining factor.
Factors.
Yes. But Miriam, what do you have to say about that?
Okay. Location is still not the problem.
Okay.
You can be in Ekpe, you can be in Aja, you can be in Lekki phase 1. But I think government need to look into this.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So I think the government needs to look into this.
Yes, absolutely. I agree, because if we can have something like disco band distributions, how they are distributed into band A, band B, and all of that. And then we also have surveys that are
It's being
that are
zoned.
zones,
Yeah.
that are done by zoning.
Yeah.
So what you would pay if you fall under zone A is not what you pay if you fall under zone D
Yeah.
or D and the rest of them.
Exactly.
So I think that the government can take a cue
Okay.
from this regulation, from this zoning and band distribution to also regulate the pricing. Do you understand? So we can have like a price cap
Definitely.
that, okay, if you fall under this zone, the service charge, whatever the case, should not exceed this price cap. What do you guys think?
Yes.
Definitely. You shouldn't. So the
So I think this is one of the solutions
yeah.
I would personally prefer.
is a
I
good
agree with
solution.
you,
I agree with
Amaka.
you.
I agree with you. If
what-
government can look into this, it
will
will
be
really
much
help.
better.
And we will know that the government is working for the people,
With
By
by
the
the people,
and with the people.
with the people.
That's it.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely,
yeah.
guys. Yeah. So on a final note, Christine.
I go still talk am.
mm,
Ask the right question, no, and don't be scared to hold anybody accountable that is in charge of making the today running of the estate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Ask the right question.
Mm.
When you see diesel, ask say this diesel na for the estate or na separate.
I mean,
something.
they drink am.
Ask again, if you see generator dey there, e dey work. Ask so, say this generator na for the estate or na for decoration. And if you see your manager, ask am, manager, you dey work, you dey active, I think na go smooth. So that when you know all these things, you know how to enter. But the same thing again, if you come dey for estate, be say you dey enjoy all these things, yafun. Water dey flow anyhow. Abeg, hug your estate manager, e
My
don try
estate?
for you.
That
And at the end of the
money.
day, sef, if you can't get money, buy am gift.
Oh,
Shekena.
my goodness. I'm going to hug my estate manager.
You better. So what do you have to say on the final note?
Okay, for me, I would say people need to know
Okay.
what they are capable of doing. A lot of people want to live in the estate because their friends also live inside the estate.
I've seen
And
that
most of
cases
these
a lot.
people can afford it. Not everybody can afford it. You just want to be, I want to belong. I live in Lekki. I live in so estate in Lekki. Know what you are capable of getting yourself
Living
into.
on
So
something,
that is
yeah.
my own take, because majority of these people are not, that is affecting. They are not complaining because, not because they are not feeling it, but they don't feel like,
Wait,
They
can
say,
trust it.
I can handle
trust
it. When it works, it's well. When it's not, okay, I have a scenario of where an estate does not have a light, anything, and they started putting solar.
Okay.
And it started going viral. Like next neighbor did the solar, another one did solar, and so it just
And
feel
they're
like
not asking questions.
it just feel like a normal thing to
After
them.
all the money they paid
As
for
in, it's
service
crazy.
charge.
So
It's
if you
crazy.
know that
Your code.
according to your
your-
shokoto,
In short, your size.
Don't
Cut am.
come your way again next time.
Thank
Keep watching
you.
Real Estate Unfiltered.
Unfiltered.
See you on the next episode.